Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Antonio Express. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
My 55, my 55. Hey, eat. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shit, watch the shit.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Undercrush. Hold on. Check.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd down, it's Henderson. That one 28 yards on the ground. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Check out. Wide 40. Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
11. 11B.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. A 3rd down gain of 19.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
61, match box.
Gurley. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Rams 7,
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check your hot read.
Shell. Protein spill.
On the carry is Henderson. And he's got room. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Long. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Bring it. Bring it. 12. Mike's by 4.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's by 4.
Here's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
12. Mike's 54.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Kill.
They'll run for it. It's Mack, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Check three.
X3, 218, chop.
Slide. No. Kill.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Here's Gurley. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Mike 5-5.
12.
Mike 5-5.
Go.
55, Mike, 55. Let's go. Defense.
Now it's gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Rams.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They run. It's Gurley. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Luck. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Out of the gun. Goff. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play there? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack. Luck looking for into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Time to go, night-night. Mike 55, Mike 55.
After the interception, here's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
24 is the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
They're going to go. It's locked. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
What? Like 20?
Come on, D. Jim.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 35-yard line.
Check out.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
All right.
3rd and 2. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And a Rams.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Cut. 180.
Hey, let's get in that hole. Check 43.
Whirling. Hey, wahoo.
55 is mine, guys. 55.
Value 3.
26, check 26. Alert flare.
Ric Flair.
Shit.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little... And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Mills. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Super.
55. Hey, eat.
Tula.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
We go tonight. 20.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Hey, kill. Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here I come again.
Cross. Hey, Charlie.
24 is the mic.
After the interception, it's Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the block. Check. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown. Brown. Brown.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
20. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Bravo.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
11. Alert.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Baby, that's baby shot.
Mike 50. Orange. Here we go.
Mike 55.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. And it is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Love. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Luck under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Mike 41. We've got a wedge there.
Come on.
His team showed up. Hey, 41's Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Check nickel. Shoot.
Here's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
58. Right.
On fourth down, Lock. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 47 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Monday.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Obama. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
What's the pass? Mike 55.
Hey, orbit. Super 1.
Twins. Mike 57.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Hey, Echo. Check Mike. 6'6", bullet hop.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, tonight. 180. CC. Here we go. What's that?
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, kill. Turbo, turbo.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches...
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, high 7. No gain on this.
Goff going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Mike 20. 12.
Mike 55.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. A victory there would mean their sixth on the year.
11. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Coming.
Go.
58, right over there.
On first and 10, Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 3.
80 weapon. Cross. Hey, exit.
24 is the mic. 3 bud. 24 is the mic. Crunch time.
One last throw here for Locke. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. 11 B's. 58 the mic. 58 the mic.
In your face.
Hey, Foxtrot.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Hey, check.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58's the mic.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Los Angeles, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to